What's up, everybody? I am not a software engineer, but I did manage to port my mostly working Unity game into a mostly working Godot game. And as you can kind of see, this is what the actual layout of my project looks like. So this video is going to be a little bit shorter. I'm not going to talk about the Blender stuff, but long story short, I'm working on my game dev skills, and I made this game right here in Unity and basically ported it over to Godot. So I wanted to talk about it really quickly. It's essentially two different scenes. One is a start scene, which has a specific camera angle, and then the next one is the main scene. They both kind of have like this pseudo orthographic or orthogonal camera, if you will. And the premise of the game is to collect all of the coins here. When you collect all of the coins, you effectively win. It's very simple. Basically, the entire reason I'm doing this is to see which engine I enjoy working in the most. I am going to basically follow this up with the Unreal version as well, which I actually already completed, but I completed Godot like literally 20 minutes ago. So while it's fresh on the mind, I wanted to talk about it a bit. There's some pros and cons here. I'm going to do a more in-depth comparison of all three engines, but by and large, I was pretty happy with the export of my Blender model to the GLB file format and then just importing it into Godot with the animations intact. Didn't have to do a whole lot of modification or anything like that, but there were some oddities with the engine that I don't know if it was my model itself or the way that, I guess, collision detection works in general, but I did have some issues, with basically the way that my character collides with the terrain, that I didn't see in other engines. Again, I have no idea what caused that or whatever, and if it was an easy fix, that's me, just not knowing this engine very well. Other things where the UI itself was a little tricky at times. You can actually see this in the way that I do this layout here with my layers, so on and so forth. But I did notice, and actually UIs in all three engines have their own intricacies for sure, which I'm just not very good at. But basically, the gameplay flow is very similar. You spawn into the main level, you pick up some coins. The coins themselves have an animation as they quote unquote spawn. When this all coins parent has 0 children, effectively you win the game and the stopwatch stops, and then it presents the time and gives you the option to play again. And when you play again, it resets the level. So without further ado, I'm just going to show you what the game looks like as it's being played, and thank you for watching. I will see you in the Unreal version soon.